This is a great example of why labels are so problematic. And I'm not downplaying the injustice that happens in our world. But can you imagine if Martin Luther King Jr. had said something similar to that and went like, well, what's the point? Why should I try? Imagine what people of color would have to go through today. Probably worse than they already have to deal with, which is still disgusting. We can decide to be a victim of our label, or we can decide to let that be something that empowers us. For instance, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober over 3 years. Yet people in my own family will always see me as that version. I've even gone to doctors and my paperwork has said drug-seeking behavior, and my drug of choice was alcohol. Injustice is always going to happen so long as we let it. But what we decide to do with those labels is how we get out of this. Are you going to be the victim and say, because I am a person of color, that there's nothing I can do, that things are never going to get better, that I am inherently going to never get anywhere in life? That's unfortunately the case for most people that are addicts, and that's why they give up in life, because we don't have a system that cares about our community. But what are we going to do about it, and what are we going to start with? And it starts with how we perceive ourselves and how we decide how we are going to use those labels to either inspire us to be greater or hold us back from our true power and our true potential. This isn't about black versus white. That's what they want us to do. If I decided today to say, what's the point? Everybody's always going to see me as an addict and there's nothing I can do and nothing's going to change. Then I wouldn't have this force inside of me that tells me, no, I'm going to speak up for people like me. I'm going to speak out for the injustices of the world. I'm going to speak out and not let these labels hinder me from being who I'm meant to be. It is a challenge. It is a barrier that unfortunately we are going to have to come together to fight and break down. Labels are just descriptions. They are just boxes that we happen to fit, but they are not who we are at a soul level. And until we understand that, we give up our power. We give up our ability to believe in ourselves. We let that inner critic go, we are not worthy. We are not powerful. We are not capable of creating change. And then we give our power away.